So one thing about living up north is that in order to endure the winters, you really need to get outside and be active and embrace the snow and the ice. So a few years ago, we built an outdoor ice rink, and every winter since, it's really been the highlight of our winter. So this year, we're going to be turning this outdoor patio space into what we've always dreamed it could be. Let me show you how we did it. Hey guys, so this is the patio of our walkout basement. Now, when we had the house built, we did a lot of the hard work, like pouring the concrete pad. We also had the stone guys apply the stone veneer to the retaining walls as well as the exterior of the house. We also had the fireplace put in, and we waterproofed the deck above it to keep this space nice and dry. However, we never really got around to finishing it off. Now this space gets used a lot in the winter because we have an ice rink out back here that Braden, all of his buddies, and we do family skate nights out on. Up until now, we've just really made do with the outdoor furniture that we had. However, it's time to really finish this space off. We're gonna start by installing a ceiling, finishing off these posts and wrapping and hiding those gutters, as well as setting up some outdoor furniture and lighting this space appropriately. So before we can start on the ceiling, I needed to make sure that the electrical was done. So I wanted to light this space kind of how we were going to be using it. Now over by the fireplace, we've got some seating. So in order to make that a little bit more intimate, we decided to go with 3 pendants. So I ran some wire over there to 3 outdoor boxes where those pendants can hang from. Now for this space over here, this is going to be more of a transient space. So I put a couple of cans in here just to give us some lighting as we're going on and off the rink and grabbing gear and so on and so forth. Now with the electrical done, now we can get started on the ceiling. For the material, we went with a 1x6 shiplap, a pre-finished shiplap that is, from Home Depot. And the fact that it is pre-finished has helped us out a lot because we're dealing with colder weather. It is a lot of surface area, so we just don't have the space, the heated or temperature controlled space in order to finish that material. So now that that's pre-finished, we can simply nail it up onto the ceiling and move on with wrapping those beams and posts. But wait, before we go any further, I want to take a second to thank our sponsor for this project, the Home Depot. Not only do they have tons of great products for sale, but they make it easy to get those products in your hand, offering features like buy online, pick up in store, where you can pick it up the very same day. They also offer a curbside delivery if you don't want to go in store yourself. They've also got a mobile app with tons of great features like photo search, where you can upload a photo or take a picture and find something that Home Depot offers that's very similar or the exact item. They also offer product locator, which is really great for being able to find products in the store and knowing exactly where they are so you can cut down time on your shopping trip. And last but not least, if you go to their resources, they've got their project calculator, which allows you to be able to figure out how much material you're going to need for your project, whether it be installing insulation or hanging drywall or laying tile or decking or even figuring out how many boards we needed for the ceiling. They've got it all at the Home Depot app, so make sure you go check them out. Okay guys, so we got the ceiling wrapped up. I installed the lighting. We did 2 can lights over this area, and then over that area we did 3 nice looking basket pendants, which turned out really cool. However, in order to really bring this thing home, we want to encapsulate those gutters. So the waterproofing membrane that we put in when we installed the deck is over the joists, and it's draped between those joists, and that collects the water and brings it down to this gutter, which then takes the water away. However, it's kind of an eyesore, so what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to encapsulate that. I've gone ahead and added some 2x4s, as you can see, to the bottom of that beam, and that's furring that out just enough so that we can wrap that whole thing and make it look nice. All right guys, so I got the post wrap and they turned out great. We used 1x8s for the post to go around that 6x6 post. And and then we used a 1x12 at the bottom to represent somewhat of a baseboard. Now, a couple things you'll need to know when wrapping a post like this, or the first thing is you're going to want to not nail it to the post. I know that's easy to do, however, you really need a little air ventilation behind there. That way, if any water does get back there, it gives it a chance to dry or drain all the way out. So what I did was I was able to shim this whole column out away from the post, just using some cedar shims. I know those are gonna last over time, and they're gonna be able to give me just about an 1/8 inch gap all the way around the post. Since the post wrap is actually made out of wood, we wanted to be able to keep 2 inches up off the ground, and that's just going to prevent any water from wicking up into that untreated wood. Now for the last piece of trim that goes flush to the ground, we used a 1x8 piece of composite so that that won't wick any moisture into it. When I was at Home Depot one day, I actually stumbled across these 6x6 landscape timbers for 15 bucks a piece. 8-foot long timbers I knew were gonna be perfect for this coffee table because we needed a 5-foot long coffee table, so I bought 6 of those, and then I used the offcuts for the legs. All of that got sanded and stained black, and then we secured everything together with 8-inch timber screws. Last but not least was the seating. We actually found these cool outdoor sofas that work perfectly for this area, and some outdoor poofs for warming up by the fire. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We absolutely love how this space turned out. In fact, we've already got to use it a few times this year, and we know we're gonna be using it a lot more as the winter goes on. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that one right there and click the notifications bell so that you won't miss out on any future videos. Until next time, be safe and happy building.